Hello, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Happy Wednesday. Sorry I am starting a little late. Let's just say work. It was work. It wasn't that I was working late, it was that something occurred at work today that when I finally did stop, that I had to kind of just sit there and go, wow, that was disappointing, and needed a little time to kind of come to grips with it and figure out how I'm going to attack it is maybe the wrong word. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I don't need to talk about it. And yes, my team lost. I did not watch the game. I have kind of turned off, to be completely honest. This is the first time this has happened in 12 years. I don't have any confidence in my team right now. I have zero confidence in my team. I have zero confidence that Eddie, as much as I love him and the job that he has done, can turn it around this year. I think that they should focus on one goal, whether that's Premier League or whether that is Champions League, and just dive into that and really only focus on that. The problem with that is you can't get into Champions League next year if you don't focus on Premier League this year. So it's, hey, we'll get money from Champions League this year, but then we're not going to see more money for another 2 years. So, yeah, I don't know quite what to do, but I've kind of tuned out. It sucks, but I have. Originally, I just realized that the background music for you all is way too high. Actually, let me... Audio... Where's the volumes? Music volume. There we go. Alright, that's a little bit better. I can turn that back up again. We may have to turn it down some more, but... Oh, they still have my first character, I think. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, I made a decision yesterday that after finding out that a new update had come out for Dune Awakening, people were saying that it is in a much better position, much better shape. And I never did get to make it very far in the game because the game just was never performing well for me. Just consistently kept having problems with it. Couldn't even get it to boot a few times. So I was like, you know what? Let's give it one more shot. There's been now 3 updates to the game. They have made tremendous numbers of changes for those of us solo players who do not want to, PvP, or not necessarily solo players, but players who don't want PvP. So let's check it out. It's one of these types of games that I absolutely like to do on Monday and Wednesday. I think this will be a little bit more fun than maybe the Elden Ring Convergence mod, although I do want to come back to that at some point. And maybe this game still sucks and we'll come right back to it next week. But I wanted to give it a shot, see what it looked like, and then, as always, we will come back to Tainted Grail on the weekend, and we will continue from where we left off, which is with, I think, a couple of side quests left in the Horns of the South, and then we'll go back into Kuanacht and go on from there. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into Dune Awakening. I'm going to do a completely fresh start, brand new character. I don't even want to know where my old character is, because at this particular point, I don't remember anything about the game. So I think it's probably best that we completely start fresh. So, I do not know where to put my camera, so we will just start there for now, and then I will take a look at the UI, and we'll figure it out. The servers will be offline for a game update starting at 1 o'clock UTC. Downtime is expected to be an hour and a half. That's not for another 13 hours, so that is good. Alright, so servers, North America, confirmed. Alright, how do I start? So my old character is here on Duskwraith. Let's go to a different server then that's in the northeast with a low ping. So let's go to Odin. I did. It does not matter.
Approach, prisoner. Show yourself, child.
Okay. First of all, let's start with her. Ooh. Oh, I like him. I like her too. Yeah, let's start with her instead. I like that a lot. She's a little too tall, but let's bring the height down a little bit. Say to there. How do we test the voice? Okay, the voice was actually good. Arm and leg thickness, I think, are fine. Neck length, chest size, skin tone we don't want to mess with. Face type. Man, I love those eyes. That's fantastic. Alright, we don't want to mess with hair. Face tattoos, body tattoos. Let's go on the arms. Now, let's stick with solids, being you've got the solid striped. Okay. Body tattoo color, let's leave that alone. Tattoo age. Head scar. And then eyes, I don't want to mess with the eyes at all. Or the eye makeup. Lip makeup is fine as well. Yeah, no, this is fantastic. This is a fantastic random generated character. Okay, enter name. This is where I really wish there was a randomizer for the name. I don't know. That seems good. Skip opening tutorial sequence. No. Dune Awakening features a guided journey that locks the research menu until certain steps are completed. Advanced survival players may prefer to unlock the research menu from the beginning. This time, we're going to go locked. Maybe in a future run. If this run goes well, we can change that. Let this character start? Yes. She is
Have
badass.
they told you what I am?
I love my character. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Then I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin. Where were you born?
So I definitely don't want Gady Prime. I don't think I want Chusuk. Caladan doesn't make sense for the way that I look. I think it needs to be Kaitane or Ix. Yeah, let's go with Ix.
The machine world. They skirt dangerously close to breaking the prescriptions of the Butlerian Jihad. The Order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfrelucias. A place for every man, and every man in his place. Where is your place?
By the way, the Butlerian Jihad, which is the very first chronologically in the Dune series, written by Frank's son, Brian Herbert. Phenomenal book. Little slow, but it's a great introduction to the Dune universe. Let's see. The order of the Imperium is rooted in the Falferlook, a place for every man and every man in his place. Where's your place? The educated caste that serves the great houses and administers imperial bureaucracy. Bondsmen are known casually as the citizen class. Na Familia, caste reserved for essential members of a noble household or retinue. Afforded certain privileges and protections by their status. And then Peon, vast peasant labor force that drives the imperial engine. I think we go with that.
You've risen above your station. Most peons go their entire lives without seeing the inside of a starship. You had a mentor in your youth, trained by one of the schools. Who was your mentor?
This I already know the answer to. I'm going to absolutely, because this is what we did when I tried the game originally, and I really, really liked it, and that's the Mentat. So a secretive and insular organization, the Order of Mentats conditions their adherents to store and analyze vast amounts of data at superhuman speeds. You know, basically a computer. They are trained in recon and strategy, and their starting ability is the Sentinel. Deploys a suspensor buoy dart projector that uses motion detection to cover a field of fire.
You must have been very young. The mind must be prepared, or the training does not take. The test is almost complete. Have you spoken truth?
I have spoken truth.
Come here. Kneel. Put your hand in the box. I hold at your neck the Gomjabar, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
Alright, this part I remember.
You're wrong. It's just an off-world. No, not the Al-Shaheed Ahadi. No, Arista said it was just a dream. I agree, but she is almost Sayadina.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, I did want to change something. Yeah, hold. Alright, we got a backpack. Crafting menu allows you to craft useful items from components you find in the world. Craft a scrap metal knife to cut through the membrane blocking your path. Okay. Done. Alright. Inventory. Scrap metal knife is already equipped. I do remember this part as well. Because I remember the dew limit being a pain in the ass. Can I just fall? Yep. Okay, we can craft heal kits. Go ahead and get all of them crafting. Alright, good. Wow. Oh, that's right. They're healing over time. Climbing terrain. Hold forward to attach. Left control to release. That kind of sucks. Let's do one more of those. Okay. Excellent. And we go again. Stamina drains while climbing. No kidding. Into the heat we go.
So then, you're not quite dead. Now you will know a thing that few but the Fremen have seen. For many, the last thing they saw before they were slaughtered. Come, let us speak of our escape. Twin comets in the sky, a rebirth from fire and death, and a Sardaukar net closing around us. Your survival heralds interesting times, Off-worlder.
Who are you?
Is this what you wish? To waste time in idle chatter? Your first lesson on Arrakis, then. Every exhalation is a waste of water.
Name yourself and we can move on.
I am Xantara. My companion is Noctua. Now, shall we discuss our escape? There's a way through the barricade, if you do as I say.
Why would I trust you?
Because I dragged your corpse from the wreckage and sealed you in that cave while you recovered. Because you owe me your life, Off-worlder.
Okay.
Do not be concerned, Off-worlder. I expect very little of you beyond your help to escape this trap.
Tell me what to do.
We're gonna need one of their ornithopters. Their protocol is to remain aloft and kill anything that moves from above.
How do we get one down?
That's where you come in. If you can slip back onto the Proteus and locate the command module, you can activate the captain's personal emergency transmitter. He's a noble. They're not allowed to let him die. Leave the rest to me.
Aren't the Sardaukar here to protect us?
His Majesty's Imperial Sardaukar care for naught but the Emperor's interests. And certainly not an errant prison crew bound for the slave pits of Neo Carthag. We are as vermin to them, Off-worlder.
Okie dokie.
Take this Communinet transceiver. It's essential for planetary communication. Now go, and be quick. The Mother Storm is upon us.
Goodbye.
Stick to the shadows, Off-worlder. The heat of the sun is deadly to the unprepared. The guards have sealed themselves inside. Search the prisoners for a cut array. And Off-worlder, be careful.
Improved power pack, improved cut array.
The cut array is primarily a mining tool, Off-worlder. You'll need it for harvesting resources. Using it to cut open ships is an added benefit.
Okay.
The captain's room is blocked by a pentashield. You'll need a pentashield key to pass through. See if there's another way forward. Ready your weapon, Off-worlder. The guards won't hesitate. Neither should you.
Cool. Parrying.
Parry your opponents just as their strikes will hit you. This should stagger them, giving you a window of opportunity.
Got that.
Okay, well, this isn't
It'll all be
working.
over soon. Found them. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, there's got to be a faster way to... Oh, okay, there we go. I was getting ready to say, there's got to be a faster way to take directly from the inventory. Some attacks can cause you to be staggered, dash in any direction to snap out of stagger quality, direction dash to break. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Alright, we need to change left alt. There's no way I'm using that as a dash. Keybinds. Where's the dash? There it is. Let's do that. Thumb mouse. Okay. Order to say having your hydration level above 1/3 will give you a bonus to your maximum stamina. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I knew that about the water. I just didn't know why they were telling us. Oh, I just noticed. Crouch. Should never, ever be control. I think they were, no, I don't know where they had C originally. I don't see anything missing. It won't take though. Why is it not taking? Receive the changes, resolve the conflict, or reset the key bindings to a different setting. Ability to building category next. Ability to. What the hell are they talking about? Oh, hold on. There it is. Ability to. Primary interaction and exit. Alright, I guess I'll just have to leave it. I really don't like it. Maybe I won't use crouch all that often.
A swift attack can force your enemy off balance, but only a slow blade penetrates a shield.
Okay. Did he not have anything? No. Okay.
That's the pentashield key. Once you equip it, you can pass through the shield. Get to the captain and activate that transmitter. I'll be there soon.
We only need the leader. I hear I'm a wanted man.
Oi! Utland scum! Ivits jo man tukta lasto breg ada hung unvalo arsund. De dia abada.
I know. That's why I brought you here.
Oh.
Stitch.
Ooh, right across the top of the knee. Ugh.
The Thopter will have the codes to get us through the barrier. Ever fly an ornithopter? It's simple enough. But my leg is bad and I won't be able to work the pedals. Get ready. They'll be on us as soon as we break through. There's too many. Turn us into the storm.
Oh, that is bad.
Follow.
That's really bad frame rate. Alright, I'm gonna skip this. Alright, I need to make a modification to my video settings, it looks like.
Get up, Offworlder. I couldn't wait for you. But now you need to run. The sandworm is coming. Run! Now!
Alright, let me get over here.
You made it, Offworlder. Catch your breath. When the Thopter went down, the storm took us far off course. My leg is bad. I need to lay low and treat it before it gets worse. But fear not, Offworlder. Noctua can cover the ground between us with little effort. She will be my eye in the sky so I can continue to offer my sage advice and keep you on this side of the grave. Figure out how to craft yourself some clothing. That Maula outfit won't cut it out here.
Alright, status UI provides additional information about armor, spice addiction, pin schema. Oh, you know what? I am sitting right over top of these messages. So let's go top right. Yeah, that's good. That'll work. Provides additional information about armor, spice addiction, pin schematics in the current zone. T is to character status. Okay. Okay, there we go. Letting us know what kind of armor we've got on. Heat protection 0. Radiation mitigation 0. Yeah, I guess that's no big surprise. The research menu contains designs for equipment and shows the location of necessary components. Use intel points to acquire these designs. Yeah, the one thing. Makeshift clothing. Plant fiber. Okay, so we should be able to do this. Yep. Okay. And I think that's the only thing that gets unlocked. Oh, yeah, we've already got the heal kit and the metal knife. We do have an improvised cut array now, as well as power pack. Okay. Oh, we need to craft. Alright, so makeshift hood, gloves, pants, shoes, jacket. And then while we're at it, we'll get a few more heal kits as well. Alright, I do not have any. Okay, so equip. 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 And
The
equip.
war of assassins has left debris scattered all over this sector. Salvage metal from the wreckage with your cut array and use it to make a Mauler pistol and darts. Don't let the Imperial disdain for ranged weapons lead you astray. Very few people are foolhardy enough to use shields this deep in the sands, and that is to your advantage.
Okay. Where are you talking about? I guess so. Probably don't need any stone at this point. Actually, how much do I have? 100. Okay, well, let's do one more. Oh. Alright, let's see if we can find some metal. I can't kill anybody yet. Okay, new schematic available. Mauler pistol kit. Okay. And then crafting. And light darts. 30 each. Okay. Alright, how do I swap around? That's 1. Alright, we're going to make this 2. I want this to be 3. I'm going to make that 8.
There's someone here.
Yep.
Identify yourself. Reveal yourself.
Oh, take all. Okay. Are you up here by yourself? Yep. Okay, good. What we got here? Some stone, some Solari, fuel cell, and salvage metal. All stuff that I need. Excellent. Oh, what's up, Andrea? I apologize. I didn't see your message. It was being blocked by my SodaStream bottle. You may have mentioned this already, but have you read the books or seen the movies, or are you getting into this blind? Okay, so... Okay, this is a tough question to answer. I've read Frank Herbert, Dune, Dune Messiah, God, what is it, God something? So the first three of Frank's. I've read Butlerian Jihad. I have all of them, but those are the only four that I've read. I've seen the original 1984 Dune movie by Dino De Laurentiis with Sting and numerous others. My favorite, however, though, is the Sci-Fi Channel TV series of Dune and Children of Dune. Oh, that's what it was. Dune, God Messiah, and Children of Dune. Those are the first three. I've read all three of those. And then I have seen the first of the new trilogy with Timothée Chalamet. I own the second one, but I haven't watched it yet. I have a hard time finding the time for 2.5 hour long movies. I know that they've got the third one. I think they're in the middle of shooting the third one. So it's not supposed to come out until next year. Okay. I gotta stop doing that. That takes too long. And then as far as the game is concerned, interesting, I hadn't heard of a TV series. May have to check that out. It came out in... So it was actually two different TV series. It was Dune was the first TV series, which basically took you through Dune and half of God Messiah. And then Children of Dune was God Messiah and Children of Dune. So it was a total of 6 2-hour episodes on the Sci-Fi Channel. You should absolutely be able to find it on probably Hulu, because I think Sci-Fi Channel is owned by NBC. If not there, then you should be able to find it on YouTube. Okay, can't do that. And then as far as this game is concerned, the game takes place in a alternate timeline of the books. The Herbert family made sure that things felt authentic, but like this basically takes place as if Muad'Dib never ever was born. All right, I have got to make some more. I don't like that. They automatically put it in the next available slot instead of remembering where I had it originally. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, research the respawn beacon, which we can do. Done. And then craft it. Salvage metal. There we go. Watching playthroughs of TLOU on YouTube is what convinced me to buy a PlayStation. Oh, The Last of Us. Supposed to come out on PS5 sometime this year, so I was definitely curious to see what the gameplays look like. So I played the game when it first came out 3 or 4 months ago, and really had a hard time because it was not optimized very well. There were a lot of bugs. People who were able to somehow miss the bugs had a great time with it, but I just kept hitting bug after bug after bug. They've made a lot of improvements, and they just had an update come out not that long ago, so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to take a look at it. Alright, so we need to place the respawn beacon.
This used to be Fremen territory,
Okay.
but the War of Assassins and the Sardaukar pogrom put an end to that. Now the sector is crawling with scavengers, fighting over the scraps of Imperium technology left in the wake of this so-called noble war. But that's to your advantage, Offworlder. Allow them to do the hard work of gathering the salvage, and then take it from them. Don't hesitate to kill them all. They would do the same to you.
Okay, and then craft. Okay. Scout for a scavenger camp using the binoculars. Thought that was what I just did. Okay. That was weird. It looked like there was a laser. Alright, I'm going to try and get across here. Good, now I've got some copper. Get some more salvage. Get back in the shade. Alright, I gotta find scout for a scavenger camp using binoculars. That's not binoculars. Oh, there's one right there. And on-screen icon will let you know when you are suffering from a negative effect. Negative effects have a duration will display. Yep. Yeah, I need to get into the shade. Oh, There we go. Oh, that's not even the right thing.
Who's there?
Shit.
Identify yourself.
Who's that?
Okay, well, I got in the shade. Where'd the other guy go? Where'd the other guy go? Oh God, I don't have any water. I am in trouble. I haven't even seen any. Can't go that way. Oh, there we go. Okay. Phew. All right, use my ability.
It's obvious you've had some training, off-worlder, but nothing can truly prepare you for what the desert has in store. Hone your skills and harden yourself to the violence you must do to survive. Remember, Arrakis will sharpen you or kill you.
All right. Skills. K for the skills menu. All right, so I am a Mentat. However, I can learn other things with the right training. All right, let's learn Shield Wall.
Without a still tent, you're easy prey to the sandstorms that sweep across the desert. Those storms tear flesh from bone and shred metal like paper. Unless you'd like to share a cave with some scavengers, your best bet is to build your own shelter. Build a construction tool and place out a sub-fief console.
Okay.
You'll be claiming a portion of the planet's surface for your very own. Or rather borrowing it from the Emperor. I'm a little hazy on the specifics.
All right, construction tool. All right, now I just need to find some place to go that is away from them, preferably. And considering this is going to be a temporary location, it really doesn't matter a whole hell of a lot where I place it. Okay, let's put it right there.
Congratulations. You're now the proud owner of an Imperial sub-fief. More of a sub thief. But it's enough for now. Get your construction tool out and get cracking. It's not a shelter without walls and a roof.
All right, here we go. All right, that's foundation. That's a wall, window, door. Okay, let's put down... All right, that's roof. Okay. Build. There we go. Okay. Not really sure why I can't do more than those 3. I guess I can only do 3 at a time. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the door in. We'll put a window here. Window here. And then we'll just do regular walls around everything else. Okay. And then roof. As I said, this is a very temporary... Wow, this is temperamental as hell. Yeah, this is a little on the temperamental side, but we have a fully enclosed building. All right, let's put that in the corner. Okay, storage. Storage is good. We also have the fuel power generator, which I'm guessing I'm going to need to build at some point. Okay. And is that it? Yeah. All right, let's build some storage. Okay. There we go. Excellent. I wonder if you really use the shelter, or it's more like AC Valhalla, where it's more decorative and filler. Well, I've never played AC Valhalla, so I can't speak to that. But I've done about 3 hours of the game at one time, and you absolutely have to use it because you just can't stay outside. So yeah, you'll absolutely use it. Deposit fuel cells in the generator to power the base shield. Quick deposit.
The sub-thief console comes with an automatic shield system that will keep your base safe from the sandstorms. Just keep the generator fueled, or the storms will tear at your walls. And it goes without saying, don't build on open sand. Seal your base, off-worlder. Maintain good water discipline, and it will keep you alive. You've done well licking flowers and sucking sap, but you need a consistent source of water. And the best source out here is blood. Extract it, store it, refine it, and drink it. Raw if you're really desperate. And don't mind throwing up. Actually, don't drink it. Unless you really have to.
Okay, so this is the piece that we really need, is the basic exsanguination kit, so that we can start to kill and then carry more water than we actually need. But we've got to turn the blood into water, so that's always interesting. Is there anything else to unlock at the moment? Or was that it? Yeah, okay, that was it. Yeah, okay. Okay, improved blood extractor and small blood sac. So now we can go after that one camp that's nearby. Locate and kill scavengers. Extract 1,000 milliliters of blood from corpses using an improvised blood extractor. Okay, doesn't this actually get attached? I thought it went over here. That's shield. Okay. Let me put my resources into storage. I am going to need to get some, well, that and these pieces are stuff that I'm going to want for later anyway. Alright, so deposit. We'll deposit that. Need to craft some more of that. Yeah, I want to keep plant fiber, granite, and salvage metal. Alright, let's craft some light darts. And do a few more. Sounds a bit like Conan Exile, maybe. It's made by the same guys. So the exact same developers who made Conan Exile made Dune Awakening. Yeah, I would equate it to Conan Exile, Valheim, Enshrouded, anything that you would consider to be like a action RPG survival. That's what this falls into. Apparently there is something. I don't see anything. Huh. They're saying I have things to... Maybe I've opened up things, but I just haven't unlocked them because of the way that the game plays. Okay, let's... Alright, so there was a... That way. Alright, let's see if we can clear this camp. There should be all kinds of goodies.
Someone's here.
Oh, I'm screwed.
There's someone here.
Oh, I am so screwed. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. That's just wrong. Boy, was I in way over my head. Holy crap. But that's kind of the problem that you have this early on in the game. You're in over your head or you're in over your head. Alright, I gotta get my stuff back. Oh, let me grab...
Reveal yourself. I've got your back. Someone's here. Pressure on the enemy. They're coming. Found them.
There's not a lot of finesse to combat in this game, is basically what it comes down to. Alright, I need to... There's got to be a way to mark this as a higher item. Okay. I think my bag is full. Let me see if I can craft another one. Okay. I think I've killed everyone here, so I think I can safely pillage. At least I hope so. I think I just saw one more person. Actually, quite a few more people. This is I was only in part of the camp. There's one more. Yeah, and headshots do count, by the way. They do count as, or they do count as crits. I mean.
Someone here.
Still one more. Oh, I see. Okay. That's where I came in. I think I filled up all 3 of my... Or... Well, hold on. Let's craft another one. Hey, the more I can get, the better. Okay.
We can sell your stuff to Mir Charky at Griffin's Reach trade post. But be warned, you won't be able to pull anything over on him. He used to be a scab himself. And don't try lifting anything from the trade post either. Charky's brute bodyguard Eeyore will drop you before you even make it to the door.
Okay. 3 of those. Is there any more loot? Another power cell. Good thing is I'm close to my camp. So I can immediately go back. Oh. There's stuff over here too. Nice. Okay. I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and get back. Let me hydrate. So let me go get this granite. All right. Now we can continue on. I might as well get this while it's here. I don't know when we're going to start needing copper. Okay. More fuel cells. Small vehicle fuel cell. All right, let me put that in. Have they given us the... One of the things I complained about when I played the game originally was that there was no way to get rid of old stuff. I don't think they're that has changed, but all right, let's research what we need here. So we need to research the blood purifier. And then I'm guessing that has to be done... Nope. Raw 5. Ah, there it is. Okay. All right, manage. How do I put blood into it? Ah. Deposit
You're
blood.
probably feeling it by now, Off-Worlder. Spice. It's everywhere on Arrakis. The air, the sand, the blood. It prolongs life, expands consciousness, and triggers some very vivid dreams.
Huh. Oh. Sell or break it down. I didn't see an ability to break it down. Was I missing something? I fully expect I was.
Observe this valley, sacred to the Equan Bedouin. Here, Wooly faced the trials of Akul, proving their knowledge of the Fremen ways. Find the Fremen, she said. Seven tests, 7 steps. Set your feet. Follow the uncertain path. Keep moving. The only true death is stagnation.
Oh, you got to build a recycler. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. You've experienced a spice stream. On awakening, you are protected from harm for a short time. Move to continue your journey. Okay. Back to this. All right. We'll put that one there. Okay. Good stuff. Follow your inner sight to the first trial. Your inner sight has revealed the path. Follow it to the first trial of Akul. The inner sight marker will help you find your way to the next chapter of your story. Purple icons mark important locations in your journey. Okay. So, okay, it's not that far. That's good. Can I get rid of this waypoint? Apparently not, no. It just keeps moving every time I click. Oh, remove waypoint. It says that I've... Okay, that's got... There we go. You've got to hold it down. Got it. Okay, so the first trial is one outcropping away. We've got new research. Oh, no, I've got 10 research points. I just can't research anything new. I do have some skill points also. Let's see. All right, what have we got here? We've got Garment Keeper. You're able to spot the flaws in any garment and see where it's most likely to tear first. This allows you to reinforce it, preventing wear and tear, reduce durability loss. This is range damage. I definitely want that. Marksman. You're an expert at focusing on the most vulnerable part of the human body, so headshot damage. I would like that as well. Alright. And I'm out of points. Okay, cool. Okay. Carrying a little bit more water. That's good. I'm going to give this a little bit so I can at least try and fill up with water before I head to the first trial. Plus, I would prefer to do it at night. Actually, what is my inventory looking like right now? 30. I could stand to get some more plant fiber. Let me also build another... let's see... one of these, and I'll put my old outfit in there. That way I don't have to carry it around. And I don't want that. I want that. Why am I still... I thought that I put that in here. No. Why will it not... Oh, for God's sakes. Good Lord. Have you done the Trooper quest? Got the Shiga wire ability? No. I did not make it any further than... I made it to this... I built the bike one time, and then the game just kept... I had a lot of problems with the game, so I did not make it very far. Okay. Let's... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Alright, that'll have to do. Alright, so the... Okay, I'm facing the wrong way. It's this way. Which is all, thankfully, in the shade. Okay. Aha. This is one of your favorite games? I wanted to really enjoy it when it first came out, but as I said, I had nothing but problems with it. And tried it 4 or 5 different streams and just could not get any consistency. So I finally said, okay, well, let's see what they do. Let's see if they make some improvements, and then maybe I'll come back to it. And I had heard that there was an update that just came out this week, last week, something along those lines in Chapter 3, so I thought, okay, maybe this is a good time. A lot better now? Okay, good. Well, I love the Dune universe. Andrea and I were talking about this morning. I've read quite a few of the books. I have all of the graphic novels. I've seen many of the movies. Not my favorite sci-fi universe, but I really enjoy it. This I remember as being very frustrating. Yeah, that's why I like this game. It's very immersive. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Even though this is a parallel storyline, they've done a great job of making it feel like it's the same.
Who is it that thinks? Ibn Kirtaiba. The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. Do you understand, Wally?
These are easy till about 5. Dream sequences are always frustrating. Yeah, alternate reality. Yeah. The reality is if Muad'Dib never was born.
The burning eyes of Allat and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar rest in black shade.
The,
Bila Kaif.
I didn't find this easy simply because of the there was a couple of spots that it wasn't clear what the path was. And there was a couple of spots where even though I did know what the path was, it was a little bit too easy to fall off of the ledge. And actually, it's coming up right now.
We began our wandering.
Oh, you had 1,000 hours in the beta. Wow.
Until suffering was a thing we came to know within our souls.
Yeah, you could probably do these in your sleep.
Is suffering. When we found it, we were home.
Well, I've got more than 1,000 hours in Destiny, so I understand that feeling. This did always remind me of the nightmare sequence with the Scarecrow in Batman Arkham Asylum.
We were made to suffer. Our children taken, made slaves. They denied us the Hajj. Never to forgive. Never to forget.
I think the only game I come close to 1,000 hours is Slay the Spire. It's a game I play between games. Yeah, so this is the spot that I struggled with. Yeah, this was absolutely the spot that I struggled with. Whoa! Well, I almost fell to my death.
The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Did not God give us the burning sun to defy? Suffering leads to defiance. And where does defiance lead?
Guess this is where I've got to go. Yeah, okay. And then sprint across. Got it.
Ibn Qutayba. Defiance leads to thought. Who is it that thinks? Those who suffer. Remember Harmon Eb. Be la Kaifa.
One of the things I remember really enjoying about this game was the dungeons. Dungeons, ships.
Ibn Qutayba.
That was a lot of fun.
Leads to thought. Who is it that thinks?
Those who suffer.
Those who suffer. Remember Harmontep. Be la Kaifa.
The labs, the ships, anything that kind of felt like a dungeon. That was just, I really enjoyed them. I think I only did 2 or 3, but those were my favorite parts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Spice farming is still nerve-wracking? I have no idea, never made it that far. By the way, I love my character. Y'all weren't here when I designed my character. Love my character. And it's almost exactly a random...
Still there, Offworlder. Your signal drifted for a moment. No matter. A thought occurs. When the Sardaukar began their purge, many Fremen were slaughtered. The ones that were not abandoned their caves, leaving valuable resources behind. Valuable resources that just might contain the makings of a still suit. Take what you need.
Okay.
Their ghosts will not object.
I'm assuming he's not talking about here, because I've already searched this cave and there's nothing in here. We got to find another one. Okay, I'm going to have to... Alright, let me make it back to the house. And then I'm going to need to log out so that I can feed the dog. She just came down and gave me the look, letting me know that it was that time. Yeah, and there's a couple of those caves that they were talking about right there. Whoop. Power cell. Alright, Leia, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, honey. I know what you want. Alright, let's put this all in. I can put this back in now. Deposit blood, there we go. Excellent. Okay. Exit to main menu. Okay. Let me go run upstairs, feed her, and I will be right back, and then we will continue on. We'll go find and see if we can't craft ourselves a still suit. So give me a little bit. I'll be right back. Oops. Top right. Okay. Also gave me an opportunity to grab a glass of scotch. Okay. Now then. So that's the original cave. There's got to be, that's where I just came from, I thought. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could go back to where we came from, but I'd prefer to find a new one. Wonder why. Oh, Intel. This has got Intel. I'm going to want to make sure to clear that. I guess I don't have a choice. I guess I've got to go over to these, see if I can do these two. Is it something that I research? Yeah, there it is. So I need 15 micro sandwich fabric. Actually, no. Sorry. I need 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like I can craft it already. But the quest requires me to actually do the work. Okay, so I don't really need to do 2 of them. Alright. Let me make sure that I've got myself a marker so that I know where I'm going. This. Anybody else? Whoa! Alright, so we gathered the EMF generator, and we've gathered the micro sandwich fabric. It's a very weird name. The copper's no problem. There's copper right outside my house. So I should have no problem gathering that. And of course, then there's the, the kind that just is sitting around. Yeah, there's some right there. Excellent. All right, let's get our still suit. Let's do that. Let's do this. I thought I had gotten more than the one. Okay. Anyway. I need to find a better way of finding what I want. Oh, have I not researched it? I did research it. Oh, it has to be fabricated. Okay. Okay. So we need that. And then we need fabricators. Man, this thing's huge. Well, it's huge in this little teeny-ass building. Okay. And it looks like it is pulling from storage. That's always a good sign for a good survival game. Actually, that should be the standard for a good survival game. Okay, let me go ahead and, while that's working... Okay, there has got to be a better way... Oh, there it is. Pin the recipe. Thank you. Where does it get pinned, though? I guess we'll find out when we come back in. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Quit. F. There we go. Yes, you can automate your base and circuits. Okay.
Impressive, Off-Worlder. Just remember, if you didn't connect the tubes between the caths and the thigh pads just right, you'll be drinking your own liquefied feces. And that does not count as hydration, by the way. I have good news, Off-Worlder. My leg has recovered enough that I will risk it to move forward. I know a place in your sector where we can meet. Craft a survey device so you can figure out how to get there and join me.
Yeah, they're a little bit more graphic in this, it feels like, than they would be in the game. Or in the movies. How do we put water in our catch pockets? Can we put water in our catch pockets? Oh, that's right. Okay. It collects it over time. All right. Is this the one? Yes. All right. So let's go ahead and deposit this. And then we will deposit this. Oops. Somehow I missed a piece. Okay. Oh, I've got copper in here. Let me deposit the copper. I should probably... There's no good reason for me to be carrying around salvage metal. Or granite that I can think of. So let me put some of it in here. Excuse me. Okay, where does he want to meet? I don't see where he wants to meet. Research the small ore refinery. Small ore refinery. Okay, that's here. All right. Actually, wrong thing. Alright, how do we rotate? Left alt. Okay. And then refine copper ore. Let's just max it. And then research the surveying kit. Okay. That's this. Survey probe launcher and survey probe. Got it. Fabricate both. Climb to high ground and fire a survey probe. I remember not liking this, but now that I've got everything else set up, I think we should be good. I really want to go to that one settlement where there's intel. I want to clear that to get the intel. Oh, let me grab what we got here.
Did you get a probe made? Good. Static discharge from the sandstorms makes map data extremely unreliable on Arrakis. But if you can get it high enough, a handheld probe can gather enough local data to give you a snapshot of the region. Climb somewhere high and fire off the probe. Just don't let the Sardaukar spot you.
Alright, so what's a good place, though? Here? That's the thing that I don't understand, is like, what is high enough? Maybe here? Alright, let's try there first. Which is up that way. That does not look easy. Oh, that's cool. No. No, okay. Alright, let's go this way then. Oh, this is what I should have done in the first place. Maybe this way. There's some copper. Probably this way. Actually, real quickly, I also want to use my binoculars to try and see if I can find that one encampment. Okay. Not sure why I just fell off there. Binoculars 4. There's more than just an encampment over there. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place. There's the one with the intel right there. Yeah, and there's a nice path right up to it. Okay, cool. Alright, let's climb to the top of this, if that's even possible. See if we can do that without dying. Climb to high ground and fire a survey probe. Okay, apparently this was good enough. Cool. For some reason, I remember having a hard time with this.
Very good. I'm going to the Griffin's Reach trade post. Come and find me there. Just remember to be careful crossing the sands. Move from rocky ground to rocky ground. Learn how far you can move on sand before the worm comes. And remember, look both ways before you cross the desert.
I was so ready for him to say, look both ways before crossing the street. Oh, man. So I did make it this far, and I remember making it to... Uh-oh. There we go. Making it to the trade post. All right, here's what we're going to do then. We are going to do a number of things. First of all, we're going to go back. We're going to fill up on water. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the encampment that has the intel. Oh, shit. Ooh. While I'm up here, let's go ahead and grab this. So that we can get some more blood to process into water. Oh, this is perfect. Nice little stepping stones right down to the house. Okay, that hurt a little bit. Okay. Might as well go ahead and put in... Nope. There we go. And... There we go. And we'll put that in there. Oh, that's right. That's a small vehicle fuel cell. Okay. This I can put back. Actually, this I might as well just go ahead and put away. I don't think there's a good reason for me to continue carrying it. You get the trooper quest in that town? Okay, excellent. And you said that that was something that I needed to do. Alright. Whoa! What just happened? Oh, okay. It's just the way that they show the map. Okay. Whew. Alright, we're going to go... Oh, God. There's intel all over the damn place. This one's closest, so let's go... Okay, thank you. So let's go this way. And there was a path that seemed like it was going to take me right where I needed to go. let me not do any scavenging. The moon looks beautiful. I'm not sure that it's the moon, necessarily. It might be another planet, but yes, I get your meaning. Alright, let me make sure I'm prepared here and actually... Oh, this is the... Never mind. That's the cave. Okay. Alright, so I need to come down... Oh, crap. The celestial body in the sky looks beautiful, yeah.
Ah, there's someone here.
Okay. That didn't work. Yeah, the deep desert at night is beautiful. Ooh, that was not what I wanted. That's what I get for hitting the C button instead of the control button.
Who's that? I need help. Someone.
Wait till you hit E instead of W the first time in Ornithopter. Oh, okay. Let me see something. Oh, it did. That's weird. It put it into a blood sack in my inventory. It doesn't actually need to be equipped. Oh, that was bad shooting. Whoa. Nice. I better have my gun out. Well. Mohandas Sandbite Engine Mark 1. Well, okay. This was worth coming here just for that alone. Okay, there is a door there. Let me come down here and get what's down here first. What? What just happened? Okay, that's the other entrance. Whoa. Okay. What was that? Oh, there's the intel. Okay, excellent. 3 intel points. All right, there's still another level up above. Oops. Take all. There we go. Okay. Looks clear. Salvage metal.
Someone's here.
Don't be bringing a knife to a gunfight. Or a shiv. Whatever it might be. Oh. How much have we got? We've got 2 filled. Okay.
Interloper.
Awesome. Very good. Okay. So there is a little bit of a scavenger camp down here, but this was the primary goal. We've cleared the intel. Yeah, let's go ahead and get back home, and then where are we going to meet Dipshit? Is this it? No, that's Wreck of the Halcyon. Is it Breaker Station that we're going to? Where the hell are we going? Travel to Griffin's Reach trade post. I remember seeing it. Oh, almost missed it. Not that there was a lot in there, but... Oop. Let me do a little bit of granite. Always want to make sure to have some power.
Who's that?
There we go, all full. Excellent. Okay, where's my house? Where's my house? There's my house. I would like to find some more fiber. There's not been a lot of fiber. There's a little bit over here. Let me go grab this. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Deposit. Let's do this. Okay. Mohandis Sandbike Engine Mark 1. Copper ingot, particle capacitor, and spice-infused copper dust. I only know what one of those things is. There we go. That's better. Okay. Travel to Griffin's Reach trade post. Apparently it has its own icon. There it is. Okay. And trying to figure out what the best... There's obviously an entrance on that side. Huh. I'm not sure what to do there. Alright, is there anything that we can research? Because I know we've got a ton of intel. No. Not until we get to the wreck of the Alcyon. What about skills? I do have skill points. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Gravity mine. This mine, when triggered, uses a modified... Abilities must be equipped and activated from... Hold on a minute. Uses a modified secondary phase Holtzman field to amplify the effect of gravity in spherical area. You can use the sphere to slow enemies and drain their power. So, what, does that change which ability I have? And then there's a yeah, it changes the ability that I have. I don't want to change the ability that I have. I like the shield wall. It's the one ability I definitely want. Alright, let's see. Alright, pistol damage. Yep, let's put a point there. There's no point in getting rifle damage because I haven't unlocked it yet. What is this? Poison capsule? You have a hidden dart dispenser that fires off a specially prepared capsule filled with poisonous spores. On impact, a cloud of poison spores appears, building poison on all who remain within. But that's dependent on them staying within. What is the... Okay, that's poison mine. Poison tooth. Save points for trooper. Okay. Alright, thank you. Range damage. Anti-gravity field. Center of mass. Shigawire claw. Explosive grenade. Yeah, okay, I see why you're making that statement. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't want heavy weapon agility, but yeah, there's some good stuff here. I see why you're making that statement. Okay. Yeah. All right. We need to go this way. And there's nothing in between. I don't... Wire is one of the best skills in the game. Alright, hold on a minute. Let me take a look at that. Wire... Let's see. Talking about Shigawire claw. Fires a barb that attaches to a distant surface and launches the holder towards that position. So it's a grappling claw. It's an automated grappling claw. And it stuns people. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay. Alright. Alright. I don't think there's any reason for me to stay here. Let's go ahead and start heading that way. Let me go grab some more of this. And with the passive and suppressor belt, you're Superman? Got it. Well, definitely sounds interesting. Alright, I'm not going to pick up anything that's not... Or I'm not going to scavenge anything. I'm just going to stick to what's on the ground. Ooh. Uh-oh. Do not like the sign of that. Alright, let's head to that there. Okay. Alright, so there's where we're going. Ooh. That's interesting. It's not considered shade. Like, guys, I'm covered. Why is that not shade? Alright, there's a path over there on the left-hand side. I kind of want to wait for nighttime, but I don't know that I can. I suppose I could run to that.
I gotta get down.
Okay. I am losing way too much water way too quickly. Oh, somebody built their little tiny house right under the trading post. Smart move. Oh. Alright, this I will go ahead and scrap. Fuel cells are too important. Pick up the first contract in the scrap metal chain from the contract board. Deliver required copper ore to contract board and then contact issuer. Alright, well, let me go back then, because I passed a number of copper ore spots. You really want to build by the lab near there? Yeah, I saw the lab on the map. I could have sworn I saw some copper mining locations. There's one there. You think I should go ahead and move my house now? Because, I mean, aren't I going to move region sometime soon? At which point it'll become obsolete? I definitely want to go to the lab. I saw that one of the parts for the speeder bike engine is in that lab. Yes, after do the quest and the 2 jobs off the board, you have leave this area so you can do all 3 in 2 runs.
Alas, Offworlder, it seems my fame precedes me even here, at the arse end of the Haga Basin. Your Emperor's lackey, Count Fenring, has put an obscene bounty on my head. And while I'm flattered to be his great boogeyman, the added attention is making life complicated. Take a look around. There's a contract on the board that might interest you. But be careful. Civilized men are not to be trusted.
Deliver 40 copper ore to Griffin's Reach trade post. Deliver items. Okay, that's done. There is a quest that takes you to the lab and 2 contracts that you want to do before crossing to the gap. Buy a unique Hydra Liturgon schematic from the merchant. Okay. Okay, I'm being told like 14 things by 3 different people. Give me just 1 second, guys. Y'all are popping up too many windows on the screen. Many contracts require you to report into the contract issuer over the Communinet as a final step. If you don't contact the issuer immediately, you can always do this in the Contracts tab. Okay.
Look at the way you stand. No discipline, no confidence. I've killed 1,000 like you on the battlefield.
I would definitely benefit from some of that hard-won experience.
Well, a little respect with some good sense in the proportion. There's something here I can work with. But don't despair. Salvation is at hand. I can show you how to fight. I can teach you how to kill. And it will only cost you a little pain.
I'm assuming, Junus, that this is the soldier quest that you were referring to. I want to learn from you.
Then listen closely. During the Battle of Arakeen, I was drugged and kept out of it by a group of conspirators.
Juntas.
For the sake of my honor, I've spent the last 8 years tracking down and destroying them, one by one. Who knows how the Battle of Arakeen would have turned out if I hadn't been kept away. And now, I have reason to believe the conspirators are nearby. Track them down, kill them. My thirst for vengeance has been slaked by 1,000 flasks of cheap beer. But it is still my price for training.
Suppose I have some unfinished business. Want to help me out? I need someone with grit, someone with the will to see this through, someone who can keep going even when everything else seems lost. The people who did this to me are still in Arrakis, or at least some of them are. Whispers from terrified scavengers speak plain enough. 3 of my nemesis have fled their posts and taken over local gangs here in the basin. They think they're safe. Let's make sure they're not. You have what it takes to kill. So it unlocks the trooper skill tree, 700 XP and 2,000 Solaris.
Do this for me, and I'll set your feet on the path of the trooper.
Okay. That's that. You're nothing.
Hey, stop. I know the face of every sand-sucking bandit, scavenger, and merc from here to Harko, and I don't recognize you. So perhaps you'll give us the courtesy of who you are? And while you're at it, why our airspace is crawling with Sadukar.
Tell them about the prison transport and your escape.
It's a good story, I'll give you that. But even a sandworm might choke on it. Nobody escapes a Sadukar security grid. Not even Zantara. Welcome to Griffin's Reach, stranger. The rules here are simple. Pay up front and don't cause trouble, or we'll toss you into the storms. Good?
Good.
Name's Mir. I do the trading and the talking. My silent partner here does the fighting. And there's the contract board in the corner if you need work.
I'm here to trade. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my old gear that I could sell, but... Alright, so we want to buy this. What is this, anyway? The Hajra Liturgon Mark I, a unique lightweight water container created by the Fremen for those going on a journey of seeking, often carried by Wali on their trial of Akal. The contents were donated from the entire... Okay. Of course, let's see. Copper ingot, micro sandwich fabric. I don't have any spice-infused copper dust. I haven't seen any anywhere. I don't think there's anything else that I really want. Actually, I will take the cup of water. Yeah, I really wish I could had thought to bring the garments. Okay. Yeah, you got some in a chest and it's in the lab. Okay. Alright, first of all, where did my cup... Oh, the cup of water went straight into me, which makes sense. Okay. You said there were quests and contracts galore. I've only... Okay, here we go. Another person.
You look a little lost, friend. You got somewhere you need to be. I can fly you there for a price.
Oh. $100 cup of water doesn't sound as outlandish as it used to. Yeah, this is the taxi. Okay. Well, but is the taxi between distinct points, or is it anywhere I want them to go? Because, I mean, I could use them to take me back home. Alright, so there are no copper... Or there are no... Oh, hold on a minute. Scrap metal wrecking crew. Oh, this is different. Reach the wreck of the Alcy. Oh, yeah, I definitely want that.
You're going to find, Offworlder, that Arrakis is a planet of unique opportunity. No former prisoner would ever have access to the military technology of the Great Houses. But with the war, chaos reigns. Ships crash and are shot down, sometimes spilling military-grade materials onto the sands. The Fremen know the ways of the desert and how to do a lot with very little. The Imperium, on the other hand, have infinite resources and the production capacity of countless worlds. Plunder them, Offworlder. There is a shipwreck near here. Slip inside and claim your share of the spoils.
Okay, so... Where is Kill Atu Golden in Calef's stand? Okay, that's over here at the wreck of the Alcyon. Okay. The other one's way over here. You said east. And then the lab is here. Okay, I see why you're saying move to the lab, because the lab is centrally located between the trading post, the wreck, and the... Okay. The problem with crafting the bike is I don't have all the pieces. Why is this pinned? Oh, never mind. That's pinned. Okay. Alright, so that's going to give me new stuff for that. Yeah, I don't have any... I only have one of the schematics. Yeah, but I only have one of the schematics for the bike piece. I only have the engine. I don't have any of the other schematics yet. Alright, I need to get back home. Because I killed my water supply running through the sun. If you have the Shermate unlocked in research, you got all pieces. I don't. Yeah, I don't have the Sandbike Mark 1 schematics available. Requires intel spent of 19 points. And they haven't unlocked enough yet for me to be able to do that. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that I haven't done that I could. Yes. It's been so long since I played the game. I wanted the game. I wanted the I don't know what kind of an approach they call it, but yeah, it's been so long since I played. I didn't want to miss anything or forget anything. Okay, so then what would be your recommendation for how I should proceed? Because I'm not going to be able to proceed much more tonight anyway. It would be tomorrow night. Should I go back and move my house and do that first? Move it to the lab, knowing that I've got to go to the lab anyway?
Got them.
Or should I try and clear some of the quests first, and then, you know, not necessarily worry about my house? Or build a... Well, when I say move, I mean build a new one. You can do 2. I thought you could only do 1. When did that change? Three. Huh. I could have sworn that it was 2 smalls, 1 advanced. Huh. Always been that? For some reason, I did not remember that. Okay. I know I am taking my life into my own hands right now. I'm not seeing any worm sign anywhere. And advance can be expanded 5 times. Got it. Okay. I've already cleared that particular place, so I'm not going to go there. Oh, shit. Do not like to see big sand plumes coming up at me like that. Alright, where the hell is my... Where the hell is my house? You should be able to drop another fief near the lab. Gotcha. And then I could slowly move things around. Dude, where's my car? Okay, so there's that. Alright, yeah, I really wished I had taken some of this back to the trading post. Alright, let me put in some more blood. Actually, let's fill first. Okay. Okay. And build a base in the small open area outside. Worm never goes there. Gotcha. Okay, so we've got this. Let's put this in here. Yeah, so this is the only thing that I have. I have the Mohandas Sandbike Engine Mark 1. That's the only thing I definitively have. The particle capacitor is actually in the lab. I still don't know where spice-infused copper dust comes from. Alright, what is this? A unique lightweight... Yeah, this I can't do anything with until I get the spice-infused copper dust. Oh, actually... Okay. Travel to the shipwreck, gather plasteel microflora fiber, and gather mechanical parts. Got it. Okay. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the map. The lab is directly across. Keep running to the lab. It's a random cycle of loot each time, but got to wait 45 minutes between runs for loot to respawn. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, so if we follow along with Jintiz's, and I hope, by the way, I'm pronouncing your name correctly, line of thinking, tomorrow night, we'll run across, we'll build a very small lab, or a small lab, a small house right in front of the lab. We'll clear the lab one time. Part of that's required anyway. Then we'll come back and forth to move things from the old place to the new place because of what's sitting in storage. Build the bike. Sell off stuff to the trading post. And then we will start clearing, and I'm going to just go straight on across. I know that the next two locations are over here, but we cleared the breaker station. Then we clear Alcyon, then we clear Hallow Arcs, and that clears 2 full quest lines and puts us in perfect position to move forward. I think that's the way to go tomorrow, starting tomorrow night. Okay. Well, I'm very happy that the game is working, that the game is performing well. I've had a great time. Looking forward to more of it. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I've had kind of a rough work day, so I'm going to take it a little easy tonight. However, instead of taking off tomorrow night like I normally do, I will be back streaming tomorrow night. We're going to do some more Dune Awakening tomorrow night to try and go through those quests as we just talked about. And then we'll come back with Tainted Grail on Friday and Saturday, or Friday and Sunday, one of the two. With that, I hope that everyone has a great rest of your evening, a good continuation of your week. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night for some more Dune Awakening, where hopefully I will not get eaten by a worm. So far, so good. I'm going to be interested to see how long it takes before I get eaten by a worm. Have a great night, everybody. Talk to you soon.